Why do that now? Is that daylight? That is daylight behind me. It is sun. ProMods, you're leaving? Feel free to leave. No worries. You don't have to be here. My vehicle has been here in Varna for months at this point. I don't know when I last did an admin stream. I don't know on ProMods. Don't know when I last drove on ProMods. But we're on ProMods. 1 time speed. What do you think the first report's going to be? Oh, I wonder. PSA as well, to those people that will probably end up getting confused. The speed limit on ProMods is the same as Sim 2, so it's 150. It'll be CD, yeah, exactly. Map. They've added a lot more than what I remember. So this is the Great Step, I think. We have, I don't have Middle East one at the moment, but I do have the Maghreb area, which is not too bad. There's a bit of each. A lot of stuff I haven't done yet. And here's Nordic, with the bit that they've merged in. So they've merged their one with the DLC version. So, Vinvana, that's where I last drove to. Months and months ago. SES rated last stream. They did. It's very kind of them to do that. Look at how much we don't have. See? And you can see where the border is between Scandinavia and Nordic. Exactly. My city is currently down here. That's just where my truck was last at. I don't need to TP anywhere else. Still in DLC. This is in the Road to the Black Sea DLC. Because this is West Balkan, so you can see the divide. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Silver standing? Yes, of course. Alright, first report. There's not too many left because someone is deciding to do some. Lightning has been on trying to do some, so we'll have to see. You know, if we clear these, we might go back to normal. Here we are, what a surprise. I've not been here in a while. Look, it's the quarry. The quarry road. But it's for editing, which, yeah, there is some editing, but it's not bad editing. In a sense of bannable editing. But this one, I can't move my mouse, so... Oh, that was loud, yes! Super chatted! Notice how it doesn't show up anywhere except where I can see it feed through the chat. What are you doing? What are you doing? I appreciate that. How to get ProMods from ProMods' own website. That would be how you get that. So scenic. It is really nice. If you take away all the traffic, it is a really nice place. Is it free? It can be free, but the free download is very slow. But it isn't free in the sense of how you need all map DLCs for it. Hello Robson, welcome back. 10 months, 10 years. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. If people follow the procedures here correctly, they should wait a little bit further back, not currently where that one ahead is. But there's a lot of editing going on in their vehicle, and it's not... I see why they flagged it. Let's put it that way. But, surprise, surprise, it's on our hotspot area. We'll have a look at this hotspot in a moment. I do want to focus on doing a bit of reports first. Go to TP and check it out. Every time you've said it, you've typed it differently. It's a funny town name. It is. Is it because you're parked in that industry there? Probably. A lot of reports on this server are also for blocking because people decide that they either get stuck on a hill or they don't want to wait for 5 seconds because they've been on CD and then they feel they can go here as well and they feel it's exactly the same. It's not the same. You have to have more patience here. And there we go, it ends. Because it's trickier here. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on from different vehicles. That's not bad from here. Waiting must be blocking, yeah, but that report was for save editing, luckily, in this case. Ah, there's not many here. What happened to the queues of the days gone by, huh? A few here. Well, you two need to back up so they can go past, so they can go down. How many on? 500? 500-ish on the ProMod server. That's not too bad. Turbo, we're back, yes. Welcome in. There we go. You moved further over. Good, 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 good. You kind of just have to work with each other, you know? It's almost like they hear me. That would be funny if they did. if I was using the CB as well. And a lot of people take trains here, because when you go here, there is a limitation on doubles and triples. You cannot take doubles and triples here. So the closest thing they do is take anything heavy instead, because that's still a single trailer. And you have some really interesting creations that people take. So the main thing is the train, which is the heaviest trailer. Is this folk? Fell into a rock. This is folk. What are you doing in here, man? Come on, man. Help. I'm not helping that. No. There's no what jobs on ProMods, so you don't need any help from me. Tut. We might switch to Sim 1 and if there's truly no more reports coming in. Because there's not as many people, so the reports don't come in as quickly. Generally not too bad, though. Don't have to pay for parking, no you don't. Never been. I think you should go here. You should go here. Depends on whether you want to on the server or on single player. That's up to you. They've added a few. I don't know if that was there before. They've added one or two more things. Location is the Kirkenes Quarry. Top of where the Nordic DLC would be, but this is not part of the Nordic DLC. This is ProMods. This is what I feared when playing ProMods as well. We're going to have people asking where it is, because they've never seen this before. But it is very nice. ProMods scenery is usually very nice. The other slight worry I have, if I am to do some driving on ProMods tomorrow, I have not set up the Moser on it. I'll need to copy my controls file. Is that the one you copy? One of the files, because I've not played it since getting that wheel, so I'd need to copy everything over and set it up. Shouldn't say it's ProMods. Where should I say this is then? Top of the Nordic DLC. Should I say that? And they realize it's not actually here. It's like a platform 9 3/4 kind of thing. I have different profiles, yes. You recommended to have 2 different profiles. Don't use the same profile because your progress will be different between the 2. Not recommended. Here we are. Here's the city. There's not as many people here as there were before. Maybe because a lot of the people at the moment don't have the new DLC, so therefore they can't play. Shame. Ismail, welcome in. Use the same? If it works, that's fine, but it's just easier to have 2 different ones. Blocking. If they're moving, they're not really blocking. That's the general thought of this. If they're still managing to crawl up the hill, they still might be okay. A CC work. CC in what sense? Convoy control? I don't know. And for false reporting. Not in this sense, no. There's not... False reporting... is different. Yeah, Lightning, can you now log off so I can get a few reports done? Can you go back to Sim 1? Go away. False reporting in this case is not multiple times. That would be nice. I'm thinking of it in the sense of how do I word it? If someone does a report and it's not bannable, that kind of thing, it doesn't mean they've false reported. It might just mean they were just incorrectly reported someone. Oh, look, they've had to try and avoid you, and now they've kind of beached it a bit. They're trying. They're trying. Haven't been on Sim 1 in months? Well, do it then. All the reason to stay away from them? Well, that's a shame. The white one. The white one did go backwards, because you can't take both this way. Hello, Theodore. Welcome. Someone does something bad and reports himself to avoid someone reporting him. Well, I can still review it. That speed is not necessary on this road. Calm down. Because why would it? It's a free sub. I think it's 17. I appreciate that. Big fan. Big fan. Why would they do that? Give it a few more extra bits and they will eventually have dislodged it from here. Are they still here? Clearly someone moved. Either they TP'd or something else happened because they're not here now. You are stuck though. That's why you have to kind of forgive and forget those. Do you think SES should release it? They will eventually, but I understand why they haven't at the moment. A certain something that prevented it from being released 4 years ago is still happening. Same again. Here's more traffic, but these reports are from 1 PM today. Quite a while back. A 3-week streak. I appreciate that, Stampy, big fan. Goes up in 5s now. See, there's 2 trains there. It's always the heavy stuff. Like a vodka in the office? Yeah. My vodka. It will be really nice. But I think by the time, I've said this before, by the time they do eventually release it, hopefully, it may have to go over it again and sort of check and see if things need updating since then, because it's been a while. So should have made it quicker. Oh, they should have. Yeah, what a shame. Should have just predicted that something would happen. All that time ago. Again, this one is for blocking. But are we blocking? Want to make it larger? No, there's no point. That ruins the vibe of the road. The road is not made for this many people, but people go here as a challenge. So we're not going to interfere with the road. It's very easy for people to get along, and surprisingly very easy for people to mess it up as well. Hello, folk. There you go, all platforms working. Hello, Fergus. All ProMods players going here, 500 and something people here. Back in this, like, really, really busy times, there have been several hundred people here. And you've been here for hours on this road. Good form. Good. Good, yes, that's this weekend. Be interesting to see how that turns out. Well, take it, Lee, you're off the road now. Someone might have a bit of a problem going round you, but you're off the road for the main part. Not bad, not bad. There aren't any new reports coming in, so we're not going to be here for a while. For long. Teslas, of course. Long group of people. Is this someone's group of... I think you've done enough for this year. How long have you been on here? Just slowly sucking up these reports, eh? I think the reason why you go here is because a lot of these are deletable. A lot of these are easy to do. Sim 1, you might actually have to ban someone. ProMods, no. A lot of them are just nah. 20 minutes? Should have known. Should have known. Should have just left when I logged on. 2 trailers of pigs. They share those cargoes with each other, I think. 1 ban. Exactly. It's so easy to go through them. Ooh, we have something. Finally, someone didn't look. Chat log is going to be gone because this is well over 10 minutes ago. So, most are kicks, yeah. That means a lot of people behave, or there's just not enough of the bad people. Yeah. I can tell that is an accident. They didn't mean to do that because they were purely looking to the right, but you still should be looking, because not only do you have the yield sign, but you should be checking. And there's a dot approaching from your left. How did you not see it? Eh? Why did you not look? You should be looking. Come on now. Tut. Can we check arcade? I guarantee you there's going to be nothing on there. What'd I say? Trains galore, because you can't take doubles and triples. Trains, that's the next best thing. So they slowly crawl up the hill. Hey, if they're moving, relatively okay. Not too bad. Andreas, welcome in. 7 streams you. Just keep it moving. Another train. Keep it moving, taking turns, go over the bridge. Why are you turning around? Why did you decide to turn around? I thought you were with the others. Gino, welcome in. Turo, welcome in. How you doing? You got stuck. I don't know why I'm checking chat history. It's just instinctively pressing the button. There we go. They freed themselves. Wouldn't recommend you turning there, but at least they got out the way and they didn't really block people for hours. What's the problem? Another one that gets deleted. See? Which sim? ProMods. Not sim 1, not sim 2. ProMods. Server. Fine, Storm. Here we go then. Now we wait. Do you have Echo Starlets? People do. People do. That is the challenge. Yeah, the 310 horsepower challenge. I've seen people do that before. I think the kind of fun of doing that challenge has kind of burnt out. I think most people have done that challenge before. Here to collect. Turo, you're welcome to look around and just collect your points. It's fine. Just keep the stream open. Have either BTTV or FSE, whichever one has the auto collect points function. Just do that. Just farm your points. That's alright. No, I'm not going to free yourself from there. You're going to wedge yourself in this corner. They've wedged themselves in the corner. They're best for the one times. They are. No, they're just about good out. Okay. DAF challenge 299. Yeah, apparently that's the new lowest now. Recruitment. On the TMP one, I open it at random. I don't have like full recruitment because the only benefit of being in the TMP one is the friendly dot. Pickup trailer. Which one? Does it only have one at the back? No, it has one or two on it. That's about it. I have watched You've Been Framed. I used to watch that a lot. Oh, that was a great show. It's our version of America's Funniest Home Videos, something like that. It's our version of that. It's not vanilla. No, I think it is. I don't think there's any specific trailers that you can use only on ProMods. If you mean these two, maybe you just haven't seen it. The pilot skin, yes. Pilot skin you can use. You've Been Framed, yeah. Was that the one with Harry Hill? Or whatever his name is? He was good. Vehicle so laggy compared to other games that have multiplayer? Because other games that have multiplayer, the multiplayer is built for the game. This multiplayer is built on top of the game, separate from the game. How was that reckless? Like, maybe the pushing out bit was poorly timed, but... Australia's Funniest Home Videos? Hey, I mean... Yeah, there we go. That's what happens when you leave at the same time. The concept works. It's good. We need something like that back, really. It was good. Can you open it? I'll open it for now. And you tell me when you've applied to it. You don't have to write anything specific. It's up to you. Edit. Recruitment status. Open. Update. ProMods driving? Yes, if I do remember and I set everything up. As I said, I need to copy over my controls to make sure everything works exactly the same. Ibrahim, welcome. You can apply right now. You can right now, yes. Go for it. I've opened it. The crew's crew. On TV. 3 AM. Ain't gonna respond to that. What sports do you like to watch? I don't. No, I don't. I'm not into sports. Never really was. Was Ollie banned? Who's Ollie? I don't know. Do you know them? Creator Convoy this Sunday. Sunday evening. TikTok streamer. Why are they banned? I don't know. They should know. Have they not done a video about it? For once we're not in Calais. Exactly. No, actually, I may have seen... I think I've seen their streams pop up once or twice. Oil. I've seen their streams pop up. Monday morning. Then you definitely shouldn't join. If it's early morning... Stream lag. If it's early morning, don't join. 10k PC, by the way. Can't even handle ProMods. Opinion on truck racing. In-game or in the real world? In the real world, cool idea. In-game, do it on arcade. Banned for going the wrong way in a non-busy zone. Doesn't matter if it's non-busy. There's a server for doing it. Someone must have still reported them for it. You can go discover or correct yourself or do anything like that on arcade. That's what it's for. Ping demo, because it just doesn't show the ping from the time. I don't really know why. You are impatient. Why are you impatient? What's the rush? What are we doing? Oh, well done. Voice on the radio? No, I'm not. That'd be cool if I was. Now they're just going to sit here and be like, just stay out of the way. Only get banned if there's a lot of people. That's for overtaking. For wrong way, you can go the wrong way anywhere. And you still get banned for it. Because it's wrong way. Overtaking becomes really bad if it's dangerous or there's a lot of people. The segments of the rules mention that there's a lot of this or this or this or this or this. You don't have to meet all the criteria for it. But some of it relating to that rule for that rule to apply. Something like that. You fixed it. I guess so, yes. Because I haven't opened the other one. I only have one of them open, and it seems when I have the other one open first, then I close it, it never fully closes. Which is interesting. So basically, the newer test version of the chat thing is broken and bugged. So I'm not using it at the moment. Applied, I'll have a look in a moment. Oh, it's an EV. You can hear it screaming. Task collect. Yeah, I did that. I have Task Manager open. I did that yesterday. And it seems it never fully closed because it still did that. Whatever program, apparently, whatever program is open first, whether the standard version or the newer version, it grabs control of like the widgets and things like that. So even if I close it, it still has control. I'd have to restart everything. EV, yes. EV scanning. Sounds great, doesn't it? This part of the song doesn't. Lock in. He's taking his time to move. Clearly the EV doesn't have much power. Did they finally make it? Or did they give up? They might have given up. Because this might be them again. See if they manage again. There's two. Yes. Unless I'm thinking there's three for some reason. Maggot. Great name. I'm not going to read out the entire name. That's an insane username. Welcome in. It's that one and the Renault. What's the third one I'm thinking of? Renault Scania. Oh, a DAF? Which DAF? I'm on the top of the hill there. I'm waiting for them to pop up top of the hill. Volvo? No, there's no electric Volvo yet. Really isn't made... I mean, to be fair, this is probably the steepest hill that you can actually use properly in-game. It's a very, very steep hill. You'd find these in rural, you know, southern or eastern Europe somewhere. Here we see a wild EV struggling. Did I forget the name of it? I have no idea what the name is. Yeah, you're all saying DAF has one. What's the name, huh? The electric DAF. What's it called, huh? No one knows. DAF XG Electric. Oh. Well, I admire them for using the path to do it. Diesel is better. Yeah, but even diesel struggle. My guy, do you know how steep this hill is? Look. That's steep for you to even walk up. Let alone drive up. My god. He's trying. Maybe he'll get reported again. Oh no, he TP'd again. There is the other way round. You can go the other way round. That does work. Spooks, welcome in. We hear the new people joining. The one with the blue grill. Yeah, I guess. XD Electric. Yeah, it's probably not a very unique name. Jelly, how you doing, big fan? Good George. I don't see the names, sadly. We just saw this. That was in real time. I was checking on the person to see if they'd do the same thing again, and then they got stuck again. Is this the same person? Because now don't forget, we're still in old reports. So there are 5. FXG electric, FXF electric, that's FG electric, XG plus electric. Okay. Well, the one I used is the XG plus, which is the full version of that one. In the Netherlands. Same guy we saw. Well, maybe this is a part 2 then. Just means 2 videos. How about that? You can tell the impatience. Reported back to back though. That's interesting. How? Oh no, this is the same. So how did I see from the previous report this is the same outcome? How did I see from the previous report then? I thought they were the suspect in that one as well. Unless this is the same one that I unclaimed or something. Huh? That was weird. Gino, welcome back. 77, Gino. That's a long time. I hope you've been well. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Some points too. You just have to be in the stream and then you get more points. That's all. Has anyone been counting the trains, by the way? You don't win anything, but have you seen how many trains there are? A lot. That's a lot. Classy, welcome in. While that one is struggling, be careful around that corner. Some people still try and do this road when it's busy, but it's not as busy as often now, so. Counter-Strike 2! You're a fan of Counter-Strike 2, welcome in. What rank are you? In-game. E. Hello, Third. Gonna rewind, start counting? Oh my god. Good luck. New to the road. This road is nice. You could check it out. ProMods has an arcade as well. Check it out on there as well if you want. But there's not that many people here, so do not rush. Do not put your foot down because it's not tarmac. It's dirt roads. If you put your foot down, you might slide a little bit. Points? Yes. Squeaky bottle. It isn't always squeaky. I think it's only if on the inside of the lid bit, if there's a bit of moisture in there, then it gets a bit squeaky. Whose trailer's that? Channel point to check arcade. Well, yeah, but then it'll feel like I'm wasting your points. Well done. Because I would check it, see that there's no reports on it. Nice. And then we'd immediately swap back. Is that worth 20,000 points? It's not like we're going to be staying there. It's to waste my time. I get that. Yellow scanner ignored. Uno momento. Locking? Well, no. They might have a bit of a squeeze here, but that's fine. So you can go, I believe, I don't know if this still works. There is a little shortcut. You can technically go this way and round this way. ProMods has a surprising lack of invisible walls. So there's a lot more places you can access that you shouldn't really be able to access. Like you think you shouldn't be able to go there, but it turns out you can go there. This pillar is solid, meaning that the traffic cannot go purely side by side. They have to wait here and then go around that barrier. These two might end up doing that. Just got to be careful. This one's waiting, hesitating, because you see he has to go around and then he'll move over as well. Good. I like that. Here we go further up. Lovely road though. Imagine it like a racetrack. This part was added, I don't know when. I have a video showcasing this kind of bit all to this industry here. Very nice. Back to the start. There is also a little shortcut through one of them. You can go the other way around through these barriers technically, or you can go around them. And again, similarly to there being a lack of invisible walls, a lot of these barriers don't continue. It's just when the barrier ends, that's it. You can just go straight around the barrier. Don't really know why, but that's how a lot of the map is made. And then a lot of people park here as well. You know how they go to Dusseldorf and such? Or the rest stop just outside Calais? That's where they go to be just outside of. Look at this. Yellow scanner, is this you? Yellow scanner, yeah? Cookers, yes. That's where this is. I have not been on here in a long time. Cause more trouble? They do. They're not necessary. They don't actually act as a shortcut. You don't actually save any time doing that shortcut. Mini, welcome in. First one. Oh, there's a road on ProMods as well that is actually really good. It's not on the main map. Is it on the ProMods map? This, yes. Do you want a road that is similar and really nice compared to the ProMods one? You go here. Contreras. Near to Valencia. Lovely place. Back and forth, back and forth. You drive near a dam. You don't go over a dam, you go through a dam. Lovely road. And then on the way out of it, what is this little... Is that a logo? See that little texture? Little particle there that hasn't been cropped off properly. Somewhere near the way out, you're able to go past all of it and then rejoin the road. So on the way out, you just completely skip it. How are you supposed to get to a new place? What new place? I'll show you it in a moment. After we're done with these. What do you mean, how are we supposed to get? More nice places. There are a handful of nice places. It's worth it to check it out. How are you supposed to get there? Well, you would TP to the bottom of Spain. Just buy a garage there maybe, or just put yourself down there, service-wise. To Algeciras, however you say it. And then maybe go down there. Some more honourable mentions. Not on the top of my head at the moment. Because I haven't been on here in a while, but there are a lot of nice roads. In Iceland, because of course Iceland doesn't currently exist in the main game. There are some nice roads on that island. There's also a few nice secret roads under the island. Wink. Under. I don't think they expected them to stop that soon. That might be why. Ah, it's because they beached at the top. Yes, low beds beach themselves quite quickly. And they moved down the way. There is a huge tunnel. It has some funny signs on it as well. Hello, dinghy, welcome in. 2 islands, yes. The main thing that people can use ProMods as a reference for is places that aren't currently in the main game. Look to ProMods and you think that's what it could look like. The UK revamp could look like that. The CD area and the Benelux revamp could look like that. That sort of thing. ProMods has done it. Admin and ProMods, yes. Well, if that was seen in real time, maybe a kick. Because they timed it slightly poorly, but... I guess. No, they're not blocking because they're not in the way because you don't go this way. That's a little, just an extra little parky spot. That's fine. That's all right. You don't have to worry about that one. I've just noticed something in that tunnel. That tunnel used to be 2 lanes wide, a full road width, and I think all they've done is just shrunk it and then moved the textures over. They haven't removed them. That would have been a good one time, so that would. Base maps DLC. ProMods is nice to watch. Unfortunately, TMP, most players are restricting themselves to small areas. Sadly, yes. This is the busiest place on ProMods. CD is the busiest place on a normal map. If you go outside of that, you just won't find much. There's no way of like persuading people to move out of the way because then they also won't see people. It'd be their own fault. Banned without approval by a mod. If you just got banned, it's likely an in-game ban, like the ones I'm doing right now. You'll have to wait for the person to sort the video out, and then upload it and then add it to your ban. If it's a web report, the video is already there because it was given by a player. Edited manual. This is on ProMods. This is technically in Norway. It's the Norway to Russia border. You briefly cross over into Russia at the very end. Oh, that was not their fault. They hit the log. They didn't collide though, thankfully. They realised that and immediately slammed the brakes on. Dunk. Good save, good save. Border, the border. Good save. Hacking, really now? Hmm? Oh, and blocking and editing. Okay, so it's not actually hacking then. What happens if they don't do your proof in 3 days? You have to make a feedback ticket, which is like a complaint about the appeal. Say like, where's my evidence? Where is it? And then they'll chase down the person and something. But you should get it within the 3 days. That's mine. Appreciate it. Any idea of when Ireland? No. Sadly, no. My hypothesis is going to be that you'll have, in the same way that they did Scandinavia revamp, then Nordic, you're going to have UK revamp, then Ireland, so they look balanced. So that one doesn't look like it's 13, 14 years old and one looks new. No lights. No, there are lights. They're just tucked away a little bit more. There they are. This trailer, I think, looks... Oh no, they've got a Schwarzmuller chassis at the bottom and they've got Kugel top part. That's why it sticks out a bit. Why would you swap them? Is it so that it's closer to your cab? Probably. But that wouldn't be realistic, would it? It would hit the stacks. I don't know. Food video. If you linked one, I might have seen it pop up, but I may not have clicked on it. Three-way road, two-way road. Hello, Horizon. Lovely food, I'm sure it is. I also saw the meme of the deep-fried toy. That's fine. It's an all-way road. Any means necessary, eh? Gonna hit the rock. Oh, bit of a hit. That is bad. But you have a triple trailer. You can use the triple trailer on the normal servers. You wouldn't be able to use it if you plan to go on this exact road here. But everywhere else should be okay for your triple trailer. Depends on what type you're using. If you've got a really strange edit with a few different things going on, there's a chance no. If it is just a few boxes, like 2 small trailer boxes and 1 large one, that should be fine. Okay, hold on. What was that for? Oh, I think they stalled because I saw their lights blink. That wasn't this one's fault that they fell off the hill. The overtake was slightly dangerous in this instance. You could tell the person was impatient and then eventually they made a break for it. With a bit of a nudge. But you see how they went a bit further to the left there? As if to... Maybe not intentional, but you got bumped because you moved closer to them. They couldn't really move any further to their right, because then they would have fallen off again. But that one was a bit of a... You can use triple trailers and ProMods, just not on this road. There's an auto kick. When you enter the region of this road, you'll be auto kicked for using a double or a triple. Some say that should be added to heavy trailers as well, but yeah. Heavies are somewhat manageable. Triple trailers. It's for the challenge barn, I think. Because you cannot do that in the real world, so they feel there's a nice challenge where they've got something really tricky. It's like those mods on the workshop and anywhere else where you get like 10 trailers, 10 full-size trailers. Even in Australia, you wouldn't have that many trailers. But it's a cool challenge, so they'll try it out. See how quickly it goes wrong. I've seen some of mods like that, yeah. Hello, Aurora. Fan, welcome in. Luke, welcome in. Oh, they waited. You two have responded to each other now, Storm and Sikru, that I don't know what the original prompt was for me to respond to. Don't know what it is now. Reverse the triple trailers. Driving Academy. Episode 6, maybe? Yeah, that'd be funny. Hello, Mr. Patton. In multiplayer, it is a bit of an inconvenience. A bit annoying, yes. If you want to do the challenge without worrying about whether you're going to block other people, there is the arcade server as well, which might as well be single player. It's close. Just wait for them to go by, then you wouldn't have to cut the corner. Hey? Not really, like, insanely reckless. That's not, like, bad. Not that bad. This I've seen before. That's a fun quirk of the game. That doesn't count. That's 0-0 rather. The center of the universe. Skoders get undeserved hate. It's the... Yes, the Skoders get hated on when the actual fault is with the driver that uses the Skoda. Because if you took away the Skoda, they'll just use a truck. Which they do. Look at that for parking space. Shame we can't use it. Why can't we use that? You could start a convoy in there. Traffic 0, exactly. Just no traffic there. Good afternoon, have a good week. Moss, doing well. How you doing? It's been an interesting start of the week. In the middle of the month. Yeah, there are some people that can drive properly, so you'd be punishing those people if you took it away. You know, you blame specific people that use it. Again, on these streams, you're seeing a extremely curated list of the bad ones. So you get the impression that everyone is bad because the only thing you're seeing is bad. That's the point. But if you were to see the majority of people, you'll spot maybe one bad one surrounded by 100 good ones. So it's fine. Do I like patrolling? It can be fun. It can be fun because there are some funny scenarios there. But today we're not there. This is heading down to Elborg. Eating dinner, watching me. Flattered. What do we got? What's for food? 4 left, by the way. 4 left. Cannot count how many times the triples have crashed into you. Sadly, yes. The heavy trailer as a third one really shows how that was extremely exaggerated. That they want a really, really long trailer. Because it makes it huge to turn around the corner. Okay, they thought they were getting too close and then they braked a lot while they were still turning. So 140 down to 90, 80-ish, and then they wobbled and then, oh no, they fell over. Why did they get reported for that though? They only harmed themselves by doing that. Okay. Is it just me, or is this a quirk of maybe the new physics? I haven't really noticed this in a while, but when you tip over, you slide a hell of a lot more now. I thought you just stopped, like when you hit the barrier, but no, we kept going. And it's not the thing where you pause in motion so you keep buffering. You just slide a lot more now. What's up with that? It's interesting. They be sliding. Would have been an insane scenario if they were sliding in just the right direction and they still managed to catch up to the one in front and still bump into the one in front while on their side. That would be funny. What's live for 100 minutes? Damn. In total, I assume, because we haven't been live for 100 minutes today. Why is there no translation? I've read your message, though. I can't speak several languages, so there wouldn't be translation there. Live translation services are a little bit delayed. Sometimes they're not that good. Ollie, welcome in. Part of the best game. No, it's not. No. This is a modded map, but to access it, you need a DLC. Friend. So sadly, no. 2 times no. Fran Foxtron, welcome in. You do need DLCs, yes. To access ProMods overall, you need all the map DLCs. Go backwards. Back a bit, back a bit. Just the maps. Because it modifies areas in every DLC. By expanding on them, adding more cities and so on. Chocoballs, or like the cereal. Go get them. Why do you need me to get them? Also, football fan, no. You know, you're weirdo didn't get strip waffle. Found out you can get some in Sainsbury's. Oh, maybe then. Maybe if I remember. Can I ask a question? Depends. Are you the Ollie that people came into the stream and said, why is he banned? And I'm like, well, I don't know. How would I know? Why is your user tag suddenly green? You wouldn't see it as green unless someone selected you. And then they would see it as green. You Dutch? No, 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 no. It's just when I went there for last year's TwitchCon, I didn't try their delicacy when I was there. Just didn't end up doing it. Well, I mean, they reversed that away and then ended there. Like that, you know, a bit impatient, I think that's what it was. Where are they now? Still going, maybe? There they are. Is that the one? Probably. Be careful. Watch out. Don't have time to learn English. I understand that. I do not know Portuguese, though. Portuguese. So unfortunately, we won't be able to communicate. I can't help that. Ban until the 22nd of May. A 3-month ban? What did you do? Before getting history. Ban. Pack of 8. Pack of mini ones, both are 215. I'll make a note. I'll make a note. Stroop. Waffle from Sainsbury's. Wherever the hell my nearest one is. There we go. Do you personally think it's right for TMP mods to watch streamers? So this is to do with your ban. Apparently, when people came in the stream today, like within the last 30 minutes, they came in the stream and they said that you were banned because you were in the middle of nowhere, but still going the wrong way. You have the right to complain about the ban regardless of what it was for. If you feel that extra bit of information is necessary, you can mention that. But indeed, if I was in the middle of nowhere, how would they have seen me? That kind of thing. Clean number plate. How do you have without the barrier? I have no idea what my plate is. In the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's not for me to, because I didn't ban you. That's not for me to talk about. It's for whoever. If you haven't appealed yet, you should. What barrier? Are allowed to use stream elements? I don't. Maybe. I haven't seen many examples of them doing it, which is why it's not on top of my head. 18k today? No, not today, no. No. Well, we're close, though. This is the road you have to have all DLCs for, yes. This is the one in ProMods. The hotspot. Where's the reckless, though? They're going here, maybe? There, where they were trying to overtake and then they gave up? All people who were banned in TMP are innocent because TMP admin always banning innocent people for fun. That is an extreme over-exaggeration, and that's not the case. Some people indeed get banned when they shouldn't really have done so. Maybe the person acts a bit too quickly. If they don't deserve it, yes. Anyone that does deserve it from now on, I'm not going to ban them. Yeah. Hello, Pip. Another question. Go ahead. But if it is ban related, though, avoid it. If it's general game question, sure. This place is Kirketer's quarry. It's not pronounced like that because it's Norwegian, but I have to say it like that, otherwise people have no idea what I'm talking about. New report, yeah. Look at the view down there. You can indeed fall down there. There's no barrier. Let them catch up to someone here. In the rules of incorrect way, it says banned if populated. You're talking about your ban again. It's overtaking refers to the populated areas part. Because inappropriate overtaking and wrong way are smushed into the same thing, because both can basically mean the same thing. If you're inappropriately overtaking, you're on the wrong side, that kind of thing. Why'd you do that? Hey? There's various segments listed like this in the rule. Certain bits of it can apply for the ban to make sense. You don't have to meet all of the tick boxes of that ban, of that rule. I'll go and read it after this. I think they didn't intend on that to happen. Even though they just kept moving. Yeah, so when it says busy traffic, that usually means in large areas such as a traffic jam, blah, 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 blah. That means, like, if you overtake on CD, that's bad. Like, don't do that. That's what I think. They would be fun with a HCT. That's why it's banned there, Foxtrot. Because you were allowed to use that trailer there before, but now you can't. So that sucks, doesn't it? Rules 2.4. Why does the cam zoom in? Because it's a redeemable that people can redeem on Twitch. Driving the incorrect way down the road, full stop. Overtaking or undertaking a player in highly populated areas and or resulting in an accident or endangerment of other players, full stop. This includes undertaking or overtaking a one way. Wrong way is only the first part of that. So going the wrong way gets you a ban for going the wrong way. The rest of it refers to overtaking. Easy. He said the name, it don't matter. I'm sick of this damn limitation, man. Censoring my damn stuff. This one has to be... I'm not touching the keyboard. This one has to be all the way through. 5,000 players? Indeed. That was a nice time for people getting really impatient. It doesn't have as many people now. I don't really know why. Oh, I am weird and goofy. How dare you? How dare you? I'll stop. But here, you're commenting on your own ban. I'm not doing anything about your own ban, though. That's not for me. Forgot about football? How dare you? Football fan, eh? Disgusting. Who's playing? Hello, Hino. Now, did TikTok hear that? Did they hear that, TTS? If they didn't, lol. Because Felix tested it the other day. They don't play there, no. That's why it's just been a coincidence whenever the numbers have dropped. So, you don't care. Well, what's the point in saying it here then? The other ones don't limit your view count based on saying a platform name. It doesn't matter. It's only there. Okay, you are going very quick. That's a yes. We didn't. Okay. Thank you for confirming. And it ends there. Cool. Quick report. Well done. How many? 4? No, numbers haven't changed. Interesting. Maybe it's random chance. Who knows? Want another one? Don't make another one. Unless it's actually valid. Free money. Yeah, the bits are fine. That's fine. You don't have to repeat the message though. Bump, bump, nearly bump. But I think they realised that. But I don't know what that says. Just slow down around the corners. What is this speed around the corners, man? The other one's going half your speed. Slow down. Go down. There's always one mod. It depends. At the moment, there's me. Lightning was on before, but I told him to go away so that I can actually have some reports. Yeah. What I have noticed that's rather funny now is because I'm using the same exact feed being sent to TikTok as well, TikTok now sees all of this stuff as well. Hello, Josh! Oh my god! Mission time is over. Did that immediately get deleted? Oh my god, welcome in. How's the rest of your stream? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the world of ETS2. With your boy Crew. Auto mod. LOL. I thought I don't have that enabled though. It shouldn't delete that. Does it think the word degen is bad? Is that why? But I hope you did well, big fan. 5 a.m. Please go to bed. You were telling Vi to go to bed. Has Vi gone to sleep yet? Probably not. Exactly. How dare you? Please go to bed. She has. Good. Well, thank you for dropping your people off. They don't have to stay if they don't want to. That's totally fine. I appreciate that. Is it illegal to drive a pilot car that looks like a police car? Technically, no. But if you then try and pretend to be police with that car, I will be suspicious of you. Because I'll know what you're doing. Cheddar cereal? No. But yes, this man, Reddit in, he is from the Down Under. And he was playing Minecraft for a very, very, very long time. It's been a fun server though. Because I play on the server as well. DJing for too long. Not a problem. Not a problem. That's fine. Grog by Down Under. Give me a laptop. I don't want a laptop. I don't want a laptop. How can you report someone? You need to click on their name. And then there is a little flag icon in the player list. You press that and a little prompt pops up. You select what they did and press send report. Look at this colour. Where's the time warp? It happened. Did you not see it? There's a chance that a time warp can be a really quick time warp. One side of my face was smudged because I saw it. Land Down Under, they do, they do. Is that the next part of that rhyme? You know the song, what you know what the song is? The one that's the really good song from like the Down Under, yeah? Is that part of that song? That's not blocking, they're just not moving. Maybe because the other one in front disappeared. That's not a problem. Head keeps changing shape. Need to see a doctor. I do. I do. You were Kirk right now. Stay safe. Focus. April Fool is the same physics and stability for all players. Ooh. You do have a good idea there, because some of my favorite April Fools or jokes in general are almost like anti-jokes, where you do something normally instead of expecting it to be exaggerated. So the joke is the other way around, where yes, let's just drive normally. That's the April Fool. That's it. What's the limit of speed in this server? 150. Sim 1, 110. Arcade, no limit. Oh, that was close. Yeah, it's kind of both parties there. Vlad, welcome in. Kak, welcome in. Better, welcome in. Fake ban message. Well, there was a thing years ago where people could log in as an admin, as a joke. It would give you some random commands, but they wouldn't do anything. Met a strange lady. She made me nervous. You better run. You better take cover. I know it now. Yes, that makes sense now. You definitely need to slow down there. What song is that? Down Under. Land Down Under, something like that. Men Down Under. It's a great song. Even though there's no music in the VOD, if I were to play it, you'd immediately know what it is. Oh, Men at Work. That's the one. Yes. Collisions. They didn't hit it. Anyone specific though. You have a wheel? I do. I have the Moser truck wheel. Been using it for about 2 months now. You've been a long time player, but you keep seeing so many furries and femboys. Are you offended by furries and femboys? What do they do to you that's wrong? In game, they are a square box on wheels. Does it matter? Does it matter what someone is in game? They're not trying to make you one, are they? The unofficial Aussie anthem, yes, exactly. Every country has unofficial anthems, I think. Lock in, I think they reported them because they were just stationary. They might have just spawned in because this report is really short. And with that, 0 reports. I'll wait a little bit just to see if another one comes in. If not, what's what? Wait. Don't make one just for the sake of making one. Please don't. But Shrift, I don't know if that was a genuine comment or if you're being satirical. I hope you're being satirical just for the memes. But there are far more things to worry about than whether someone has a preference that sounds weird to you. It doesn't matter. No reports? Well, on that note. No dog or girl. No, that's not what furries do. No, there's a word for people that actually try and be the animal they are. There's another one where people just dress as a character like that. I don't know what the actual term is. But yeah, they're not. Be a man. Where are you from? Where do you think? Where does it sound like? The only thing that I can say on your side is that it's interesting how many people, now I've seen 1 or 2 of them, I see a lot that have like femboy in the tag. That's just, oh cool, nice. And then I just continue with my job. UK, yes. How many were there? There were 30, 40-ish, but Lightning was on doing some as well. Hello, Andy, big fan. Hello, Falco. What do you think about Czech Republic? Many nice places there. I've never been there. Lots of nice places, nice culture, right? Therians. Ah, that's the word, yes. There was this whole conspiracy type thing where in the US there were supposedly some students that were actually using litter boxes or something, but they couldn't find any actual evidence of it because they made it up to try and ban students from using it in American schools. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. They weren't actually doing it. But that wouldn't be a furry, though. It's like cosplay. It's a variation of cosplay. I keep wondering, exactly. There are probably communities where there are far more, and it's just an odd coincidence. Like, there's no specific benefit to being one or not being one. It doesn't relate to the game. There's no, like, perks or functions that the femboy would somehow have advantage over. It's a funny feature, really. How do you become a mod? When the application's open for it, you're able to fill in a form and you'd be able to apply. At the moment, that form is not available. Tarts, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, there's reports. See, you wait a bit and then, hey, there's more. Yeah, people get hung up on it. It's just interesting. If it is a preference, though, sure, as long as you're not actively, like, hating on it, because there's a difference there, I think. And people just say, oh, it's my opinion. There's a line with opinions, I think. No, I don't know when it will be, no. But when there is one, I will tell you, because a lot of people in the community want to become one. You want to get the membership, you're having a payment issued. Payment is not going through on Patreon. Patreon usually have a bit of a problem with theirs. Is it like card being declined, or what is the problem that you're facing? This is the same one we saw before. This might be a different one, I don't know. Hello, Andy Beacon. Moving slow. Ironic that the one without even a trailer at all is not moving. But the EV? Wonder where the EV one is now. Gabby, welcome in. Officially. Looks the same. Well, I mean, what do they get up to? Let's see. You shouldn't really have any struggle getting up the hill, right? They're lagging a bit. That's fine. Stalling. Well, that's unfortunate. How did you accumulate so much damage, If you were driving normally, I think you'd not accumulate so much damage. Still there? Because this is a new one? No, they're not. Good. I hope they TP'd away, because if you're still on the road for some reason, that's just very irresponsible of you. I think they did TP away. Good. Because here's the 4 that were behind them. But they are moving, so it's fine. Hey, shifter is broken, you can't play? No, you can play, it would just feel weird. Do you have a phobia of driving an automatic, is that why? You don't want to use automatic? If you get banned for 2 weeks as a first ban, if you were banned today for 2 weeks, and then the application opened next week, you would not be able to apply. No. Sadly. No, Viper, you can't use doubles or triples on this road, no. I don't know where the exact boundary is. I don't know if you can use them in the city as well. I don't know whether the zone kicks in, how large the zone is. I don't see anyone with doubles in the city, so I assume it still applies to the city as well. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay. You just took a job, drove out the industry, and then cancelled the job. And then you turn around, went back to get another one, and hit someone. Because they cut across instead of waiting to turn. Like, from that angle, you would have gone straight across the left side there. You could say that this one should wait, but this one was covered by that one. This one is 2 lanes, you know? Use both sides of the road. Start of the long S-bend at the top of the road. Which long S-bend? Here? Or you mean here? But is it like a massive circle? Like a zone around the area? I suppose that's why they don't take a double here, because they wouldn't be able to go any further with it. You'd have to get rid of it. So, can this game help you do trucking in real life? Not entirely, but I think it might help a little bit. You kind of get the idea of how large your vehicle is. You don't feel the vehicle move, though. Like, it might help you learn gears and stuff like that. Other than that, not sure what else. Hello, gears. Dino, welcome in. What PC budget minimum to play TMP? You might be able to play it on a laptop. Just don't go to the busy place if you're with a laptop. Killer one. 85 street trick. Okay. Let me go just for a brief moment back to this scene, and then we're going to go back to title screen. I still have the profile, by the way, for when I did the birthday video, ETS birthday, going downgrading the game. The game just closed. Okay. Well, that made my job easier. Is it still running? Yeah, what's what? PayPal for payment, but payment's not going through. You might have to contact Patreon support for that, yeah. I'm not sure. Uno momento. Sim 2 doesn't have many people on it either. So it's very unlikely for Sim 2 to have anything going on. Even if you were there, you'd be there for about 2 seconds and then, you know. Change career. Game was like, bye-bye. Game was done before I was. So now anyone joining the stream now might be a bit confused. Cool. Authenticating connected. Good. Right. This is where we were last time. Hell yeah, this looks a bit more familiar, doesn't it? Actually, let's go. Calais. People know this place now. That's more like it. Home sweet home, eh? You know this place, right? I'll put the camera there while BRB. Pliers, I always spell it like that. I always end up spelling it like that. You get the first bit wrong, and then everything else falls apart after that. The metal clip sound, you always thought that was the TMP ban audio. That would be interesting if there was a sound for that. But no, that is the clip sound for metal. I could have that on, but I don't want it. I look for... There's a prompt that appears in the top left when you save a clip on metal. That's about it. Calais, yes. Claes. Clays. What are we, I admire that you're being a little bit cautious and patient. But, yeah. Use command to change the time. It is client-sided, only for me to change the time. So I haven't made the entire server be 9 in the morning. That one, that was close. Put the camera there. How about that? SCOTUS everywhere. Console with a go to. In normal, you can do go to, but you can't put yourself anywhere. Underworking. I want you to use that MO at 1 hour 59, and then the moment it hits 2 hours, you do overworking, alright? When you do that. In the meantime, BRB. Someone just went flying, I just saw that, nice. Great timing, as we're during an ad break. Damn. Now, there was, when I went AFK, someone that spawned in and pushed someone out the way. I don't know what their vehicle looks like. I can't remember. Otherwise, I would go and track them down. Punish them. It was this one. I think it was this one, but it's been more than 2 minutes-ish. So, hello, Santos. How you doing? You're back? I'm so back. Not bad. We're now in Sim 1. Yes. 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 Back I go. Don't disappear. You better be turning to the right. I know your indicator's on, but sometimes that's to fool people. Is your trailer illegal? Patrick, what type is it? John, I've been here. Don't think so, no. Type of the rice goes, no, please don't. You end up typing more to try and be a bit funny and a bit silly. Hey, good quote. Good quote. Aaron, welcome in. Calais rework made things more complicated. Not really, no. It diverts the traffic around the long way. I think it's just people don't understand which way they need to go because their minimap might tell them to go the normal way, but they can't do that. Why? For that reason. To make worse. But you like traffic, Killaway. You've got nothing to complain about because you like traffic, huh? You don't want your traffic taken away. You like your jams. Yeah, turning to the right. There it is. I don't know if that's the same one, but that's exactly what I thought. What was that? I look away and 3 people are all over the road. Interesting. Let's review. Ah, what a surprise, hey? Was it... Who spawned in first, though? You spawned in. Who just continually drives through someone's hitbox? Stop doing that! Oh, they hit the car? That's funny. This section is always going to be bad because people don't merge when they should. When you leave the city, you should try and merge as early as you can. If you can't, then don't. Like, hello, do you not see them? Do you not? What do you see? What do you see on your screen? I'll never know what they see because they are there. How do you not know? And this is now them being pushed. How do you... What do you see? And they would... And, you know... No, it's not no clip. It's the yellow one spawned in, and when you spawn in, you're kind of safe, even where the ghost mode thing ends. And then when you kind of leave their ghost mode, it kind of... The game goes a bit weird. Because the game's not designed for you to be inside someone else's vehicle. So... It's one of those, like... Let me just establish for you, just so you get what I'm thinking of when I see these. Rule 2.5. Specifically, using the ghost mode feature to go through traffic jams. Attempting to use desync lag or quick saves. No, they didn't use the quick save, but they kind of used or misused the point of the ghost mode kind of thing. The symbol above the person's head. This is why it needs to be made like 10 times bigger. Because clearly that symbol is of no use. But that is rather funny that that happened. Like, that was the outcome. 30% damage. I wonder if it was from this. All I want to do is I will do something for that. I want to see what they say. Because I want to get to the bottom of this. And I want to stand it. It's bad without the shifter. If I'm playing any game where I'm not using the shifter, I'll still move the shifter into position and then instinctively I'll go and grab it to change gear. That just happens. The same if I'm playing any game that doesn't have Toby support, but I think it does. I'll turn my head and I wonder why it doesn't happen. We need Toby support in Star Trucker, that'd be nice. I don't know if we already do. 758, the guy with the pigs. There's a lot of pigs there. Yeah, so you can arrange them in a nice line now. Or with that effect. Hang on. Well, it almost looks like they're not moving, but the rest of it is. My flight speed needs to be at a very particular number for that to sync up perfectly. Trippy! Trippy! That's not you, is it? Yes, that's someone else. Oh, that is you! Oh. Where did you find this trailer then? Oh, yeah. This big if? No, because there's names in the background. Looking this way, you can see people's names behind it, and it just looks disgusting. No. 69. That'd be funny. While you pan me, you need to appeal, Max. Appeal. I don't know what you were banned for. It may not have been me. Right, reports. Let's see. Do you go for a 5060 with AMD or 5060 with Intel? Good question. Any tech knowledgeable people? I think AMD is slowly becoming the better CPU choice. Nvidia is still good GPU wise, but AMD is becoming good CPU. I have an AMD CPU. Like performance to price, I think AMD is slightly ahead. Assuming the AMD is cheaper. One of them I'm having. Yeah, but I'm not the only one. Doesn't mean I banned you, Max. Look, there's someone else doing one here. Respect. It could have been Respect that banned you. Very nice. Ryzen's better. You will have to review it properly though. Man, come on now. Oh, that's why you said that. They said Ryzen's better than AMD. Oh, I like that, yeah. Where's mine? Mine is wherever we finished yesterday's driving session. Still somewhere in the Nordic area. Now, this would be reckless. Like, yeah, it's there. Because we get to this line, you've got yield. This one's on the roundabout. The only way you would be going over there is straight across, because they didn't indicate. Why'd you do that? Do I want to do for that? I do. She's being silly. Charles says ProMods. Yeah, exactly. I knew someone would point it out. First part of this session was on ProMods, and now I can't be bothered to change the title, so you're just going to keep it. Leave it. Hello, Mr. Pastor. Welcome back. AMD is slightly ahead of both CPU and GPU. I don't know about GPU. However, currently buying Intel CPU 12th to 14th gen is cheaper, as you can get DDR4 motherboard and DDR4 RAM, which is slightly cheaper. But it's DDR4. I also saw something being posted that essentially the whole concept of future-proofing your PC to buy a newer thing that's that powerful isn't really as effective anymore. You're just buying good stuff. Always the Tesla. No, it isn't always. It's the person in you know, doesn't matter what vehicle it is. In the features that come with an NVIDIA card, I think still beat an AMD card. But I cannot, again, the same with comparing the two types of wheels. The same with doing a bunch of other whatevers. I cannot compare it because I've never had an AMD GPU. As far as I'm concerned, I've only ever had NVIDIA GPUs. It's not his username, Charlie. That may not be his username anymore. I don't know. I think it is. VRAM? Given that times are a bit tough at the moment, you really have to balance everything out. All the features. But they were talking about CPU. The GPU would have been a 5060 regardless. They were on about CPU. As a lawyer for the current suspect, I would like to make it clear that everything in this recording is a malfunction of the car's AI. How much were you paid to say that, Kimsis? Huh? Hearsay, hearsay. They got bored, Your Honor. This is a tactic many of them use. If you're in a bit of a problem like this, all they do is just sit still. That way oncoming traffic goes around them and doesn't hit them. Oh, I'm totally fine, right? I'm okay, I can keep doing what I'm doing. I'll just sit still. As if like it's heat sink vision or something like that. If I stand still, they won't see me. Not how that works. Yeah, DDR4 can still be quite useful. I think it's the amount of RAM in general that's still pretty good. Better for low mid-range? We are not near the CD road. Wow. Impressive. Not sure what the swerve was for. Never had AMD, but thanks to better in price to performance. Yeah. Okay, hold on. That was the red one. Yeah, these colors, they look like flowers. This is one of the new standard company paint jobs. One overtake, that was great. But was this one blamed for blocking? Probably. This makes me wish I knew a few more random Turkish words, because some of these words I see quite a lot, but I don't know what they mean. You can both see that they're having a bit of a problem. Now they're starting to move again. First one slows down out of precaution. This one just goes for it. Holland style paint jobs. Guardian, have I got news for you, my man? Clueless. They are going to add that. They are adding that. They're adding styling. A pack, I believe it's not branded in any sense. They're like making their own design in that style. They showed it last year. There'll be some sort of Holland type tuning style coming soon. It looks interesting because they showed a Scania with a handful of familiar tuning options that we normally see people try and do, because people recreate that style off Steam. What do you mean get chucks off Steam? Modded ones you can use from the Steam workshop, not on TMP though. Should you be a salesman? I seem like it at this point. So good with words. Yeah, but no, my words are limited. If I say too many, they all just blend together. More light options. I agree. That would be nice. But that ain't up to me. So, when's it coming to Xbox? We don't know. Hopefully sometime this year, so people stop complaining. That was close. That was very, very close. Your name, welcome in. Why don't you name yourself instead of calling yourself your name? Brand new IRL. Ooh. Did it sound good as it went by? Hello, Ethan. Hey, smushed by those two then. One of them wanted to go straight across. Interesting. Interesting. If you're crossing over the opposite lane, you go second. Or just wait just like 2 seconds just to see where someone else is going. They resumed where they were going because the light turned green while they were still moving up the hill, so they kept the momentum of that. Oh, you didn't hear it. You did get photos. Post them if you want. There we go. Lovely. Your TMP mod? Yes, Leon. What you're seeing is what the mods do in-game. These are the in-game reports. Now, how are they gonna sneak back into the correct side? Or are you gonna go this way? That would make it so good if you did that. Oh, they are gonna do that. Okay. It ends there, but, you know, whose trailer is this? Yours. I mean, sure, it's behind the barrier. That's okay being there. That's a weird spot to put it. Interesting. Maybe it's so they can have a bit of a chat with someone while they're waiting at the lights. Turkish letters. I think in my case, even they don't have to be words that have the accents on, because a lot of these common words I see that may not even be bad words would be interesting to know them, so I know the context of what people are talking about. Someone is here banning people, but they're not seeing whatever the hell's going on here. This is Sim 1, yes. Nice. Yeah, interior. I would, if there's an interior custom DLC sort of thing where you can put things almost anywhere, more slots maybe? Interior backlight, yeah. More dashboard colors, maybe a color picker if you really wanted to, so you can have a vibrant green trim. Sure. Unrealistic though. That's probably the problem. Now you want to turn to the right, don't you? You can see the problem here. Wait for it. ETS2 need to download a new update. You do need to download it, yes. Or update it. And now they realise the pickle that they're in, because they're in the wrong lane. Nice. They waited for a bit of a gap. That didn't really work. Yeah, in single player, that's fine. That's alright. We've all done that. We've all bullied the NPCs in single player. It's one of these things where they didn't intend on that being the outcome. Absolutely not. But they still completely messed it up. So, because you weren't able to get in the right lane, right? Because for the entire time, they kept in this lane. If you know where you want to go, try and get in that lane. If you can't get in that lane, go round the roundabout and maybe try and squeeze in again. Because then you have to be yielded to. Traffic has to be, you know, whoever's on the roundabout. Could be an idea. It's busy. That do be busy. Hello. You came from the wrong side as well, didn't you? What are you doing? Into the Shadow Realm, yes. Go to the Calais area. I did, because I saw yours. If there's another one there, leave them be. It's totally fine. How to sell it. Construction. That, I believe, if you look at Duisburg on Google Maps, I think there is actually another bridge somewhere. This section is likely going to be wheeled over to where the other section is, or vice versa. And then maybe they'll demolish this bridge. Not sure. That sort of thing. Go on, when do they get bored? Go on, there we go. For real. An amazing person. We sure about that? Great surfer, pretty sexy, get some nice hair on a BMX track. Have you done all that, Felix? Yeah? It's hot. Not gonna question the bed bit. It's not my thing. Question, when entering Duisburg, and if you want to get off in the intersection, the light is green, those leaving Duisburg don't have a green light. They should. Both sides would still change to be green at the same time. If you're both going straight across, then you shouldn't have any need to to battle each other. Why they do this? Boredom. Impatience. They think it'd be funny. They think that, you know, oh, I'm not going to disturb anyone if I just sneak past. Because maybe they wanted to go to the left here. Which I get it. Still. Small delay in both sides. The delay is likely cancelled out by people's lag. So if you don't immediately move when it's green, like you have an insane reaction time, you should be fine. Yeah, bully the AI vehicles, yeah. They don't have any souls, you know. But a real person who might have had a long day at work just wants to play the game, don't bully them. If you modify your game to change textures, would it change back to default? If you're playing on TMP, yes. It would realise that your files aren't correct, and it probably wouldn't let you on the server. Which is why you can't use graphical mods and such, so... We are on Sim 1, yes. Riley, welcome in! What truck should you buy? It's up to you. Have you done any quick jobs? Do you like any of the trucks from the quick jobs? You're Leon, welcome in! I appreciate the follow, big fan. Are there times when some trucks on the server don't load for everyone? I'm not sure about for everyone, but there are some times where someone takes a while to load into the server. That's what the ghost mode bit is trying to balance out. Only person to realise your name is Riley. It also looks like a car license plate. If that is your car license plate, that's very cool. That's what it looks like. I'm glad I got that right. Wegner, welcome in. A 3-lane roundabout. Maybe only in very, very busy places. I don't see the benefit of that over a 2-lane roundabout if they're all going the same way. It's not like one lane turns left, the others turn right. Shouldn't be the case. Barry, welcome in as well. Was a good idea. Do you like the landscape view then? For the people that are regulars in the TikTok stream, has it been a sort of a better experience being in landscape? A better license plate? Ah, almost. Almost. How's Kelly doing? Normal. 100 plus people? Normal. That's how it always is. Okay, why are you still trying to overtake when clearly this person's not really paying attention? Quick job? Yeah, sensitivity keyboard driver. Watch out. They might have continued to drift that way. Just be careful when overtaking these people, okay? They're a bit... They could be laggy. Could be laggy. Hello. Gothic. Is that the name of one of the admins? Gothic, or... Who is that? That's the old police car skin. Look at it. Admin? Admin, watch out. Beep beep. If you were to choose a route apart from the city road, where would you be? Probably the Alps road, because that's in the base game and it looks nice. There are 2 cities to get there on either side. I don't know where else really would be nice. If you mean like one to be an alternative to the city road. How does he have a police car? Because he is a member of the team like I am. I have a police car as well. So they're able to use that skin on that car. If you try and use it, you'll be kicked. Watch out, keyboard player. Some put that in their tag. They might watch out like warning, lag, careful sort of thing. Some people put their specs in their tag. But we don't see tags from this because it will give away who someone is sometimes. Police truck. Yes. Police truck is pretty cool as well. Is it still your fault if you overtake safely and the desync hits the guy behind? Partially, because if you merge in front of someone close enough for desync to have an effect, you are likely still a bit too close. You need to give quite a bit of distance. especially if you're in a busy place. If you're in the middle of nowhere, it's less likely to happen, unless you found the world's laggiest player who's playing from Australia or something. Okay, dude. Just because that one didn't move for 2 seconds. That is amazingly well timed, though. Both start moving at the same time. Really? Come on. Angered Storm. Well, his ping would be high. I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm just saying your ping would be high if you're playing from there. What I don't get is people that go to the busy place knowing they have high ping. Do you not know what ping means? I'm saying that. This, I mean, there is bad for doing that. It's, well, no, it is, because you still try and merge in front of the person while both are accelerating. So that just wouldn't have worked. Ping is 3,000? It shouldn't be. Where the hell are you playing from? If someone lags, yes, we do see it, because all it does is tracks their location. So if they're stuttering like this, then we will see that, because it updates their location to show that. It may not be 100% accurate, but it still has a good degree of tracking. Himalayas playing at the very top, yeah, pretty much. I wonder what it's like on the space station, because on the space station you directly use a satellite for your internet connection. There's nothing in between you, so it should be pretty good, right? Have they tried playing games up there? From the moon? Imagine a few decades in the future where if we successfully establish something on Mars and we colonize that, you're going to have people playing like the servers. You're going to have to sort the server by Earth first, or Mars first, and then the region on that planet. Crazy. And you make a friend with a Martian. That's what they'd be called. And then, you know, if you want to get into a game of, I don't know, CS or Valorant or something, you have to pick a server region that's in the middle of all of you. And how are you going to do that? The moon. Cobbling HD2? No, I have not seen that. There was a video I saw recently, which was, I don't know if it's a recycled old video, because I think it was just reposted on Instagram, of where some guy was being arrested by, let's say, 4 or 5 policemen in the house, and one of the spare policemen that wasn't really doing anything just decided to pick up the guy's VR headset and start playing Beat Saber. So you can see his arms moving around while the guys are in the corner are actively arresting the guy in the corner. That's just... Now, come on. Couldn't resist, could you? You saw it. Couldn't resist. Democracy Manifest. What is the charge? Rest in peace to that guy. You play Beat Saber? I mean, I'm sure it'd be very interesting to do, but why? I hope the guy wasn't... I mean, I know obviously you shouldn't be arrested for simple stuff, because that's not kind of the point, but if they were arrested for something quite serious and you decide to be a bit unprofessional, just pick it up and do that. Like this guy has like a murder charge of 10 people or something and you decide to play his VR headset. Really? Now? That may not have been necessary, but that would not have worked even if they stayed where they wanted to be, because you'd be too close. It didn't work. Don't do it. Tried RE9? No, I've not. I've never played a Resident Evil. I'd rather watch other people play it. And I have been watching a handful of other people play it. The Scream compilations are rather funny. Rather funny. Some Screams I've seen where... It's like, you know when they say your body takes a screenshot? It's where the entire body just freaks out. Those are some of the good ones. RE is good. It looks really nice. I don't know, I don't get the story because I've never, you know, watched all the way through. And I don't know if the numbers of the games are in order or not. Banned for 12 days for nothing. Rule, that's not how it works. Please appeal your ban, though. It may not have been me, but appeal your ban. Yeah, I don't really know why they're on the fence now. Scam link, what is this? A blue car with a blue light bar, but it had the pilot livery. Was it still an admin? Well, if they have blue lights, they would be an admin, yes. Players can't access blue lights. They might be trying to go undercover. 36 months. That's 3 years. FREE. 3 years, CK. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Oi, Sim 1. Sim 1. 3 freaking years, man. How's it been, hey? Long time. Hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see when this person merges. Some people are neck and neck right here. 2 potentially similar drivers. Almost thought it was the same vehicle there because they have the same curve at the top. And smash! It's like you didn't look to your left while advertising probably your VTC. Really? You had it all this time you didn't look? Did they think they were in front? Kablam! It's just come on, that's avoidable. Come on now. Why are there no TMP NPCs? Because every time the game updates, the code of the AI keeps changing, and I think they are slightly unpredictable. So we just decided to not have them and then let people drive the cars instead. So it kind of seems like there's more vehicles, which is nice. Oh, is that the video? That's the video. Talk to people in English. Because people back in the Lord knows whenever that was recorded used to. Fancy English. You also had the... hit the cone, I think. The transatlantic accent, which was the one that you used to hear in those old videos and news reports. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, yes, quite. That kind of thing. They had to speak very clearly to be able to be understood on those very bad microphones. It's busy. Can you ride on CD Road and ban every griefer? That is actually difficult compared to doing this. I find it easier to do this than physically drive there. Because if one is behind or goes the other way and then does something wrong, I wouldn't see it because I'd be driving in my lane. Apparently, yeah, it was based on that voice, yeah. Just slightly different. I like that. But yes, in real time, I could just fly down the road and I'd find a bunch of things. Today, I want to do just a handful of reports. How are you? I am doing okay. Thank you for asking, big fan. My God, he didn't even stop after doing that. Not too bad. There's a bunch of things I'm working on. There's someone going the wrong way on that bridge there. There's a whole lot going on here. I do like those accents, though. Those are rather funny accents. It's funny to just... everyone does it, even as, like, maybe it's a stim or just a thing you just have a habit of doing. Ah, yes, quite. Here we are, back again. Good gosh. Why? Because I was... it's like your accelerator is just on. Piggy? Yeah, they're the pigs. Is that Yash again? Probably. Types of moderators. Some people hand a report and some people look on the road. That would be down to preference. There are 2 types. Ones that do the website reports and ones that mainly do the in-game reports. That's the main difference. But I can do both if I wanted to. Report mods are the ones 1 tier below. Do we call that overtaking? I guess we do. We call that a bit of everything, really. This kind of person is the one that would think they didn't do anything wrong. They'd make their appeal and be like, what did I do? I wonder. What do you mean, what did you do? How do you not know? Well, well. Well, I'm glad you stopped. And then, I guess, panicked and thought, oh crap, I better swap back. I'd rather that than a crash. Didn't work, you see, didn't really work. So they're just backing up a little bit more, then maybe they'll try it again. Didn't really work, so then they just disappeared. Cool. Straight into the block, trying to go straight through. Every time he got to the middle of there's someone there. Your game is experiencing severe lag. It shouldn't be. My frames are slightly low because we are in Duisburg. That's it. This is what 15 frames per second looks like. But that is not my fault. That is the fault of the city itself. Everyone has this lag. He banned the car. No, the car was banned first. The Tesla was going all over the place. They were banned first. This one, he decided to skip the traffic and go this way. He had no reason to. There's no excuse for doing that. And there'd also be no chance of you going too quick to not be able to stop, because most of this traffic is already stationary, so it's your choice to go this way. Guardrail. Just keep these pillars going all the way down. Maybe remove the tram track. Maybe not. Put smaller fences down the middle, perhaps. Those little, where are they? Those, you know, the tiny little, more like bollard ones? Not these massive pillars here. These. Put more of those all the way down the middle. Down to where the trains are. So you'd have to start it from down here, and then if you start it from down here, you'd have to be all the way, you know, cars can still pass. Yeah, but then you get banned. That's the point. What's your position? A GM. A Grandmaster. No, that's chess. A GM. Makes you want to play? Well, you should play. Ask Maverick to do that? Nah, not gonna do that. This is what it looks like when someone has just spawned in. So we see lag, we see when, you know, if he doesn't see anyone, not fully anyway, and if I skim along, people will start spawning in. There we are, few more. Come on, it's not empty. Cutting in front of others at random. You don't have a PC? Oh, you should. Red and white barrier things. Yeah. It just slowly spawning in. System specs, a 3080 and a 5950X card. CPU, right? Those are the main specs. It handles it fairly well. Remember that card. You an admin? Yes. The nickname is admin. To those joining in, genuinely the role is not called admin. Back nearly 10 years ago, it was called admin. In-game admin. Now it's not. Still lagging. What car? That one, I think. Either Mustang or Tesla. So, not as much to go by, because the main bulk that happened here, and we don't see the other people, because there's a high chance they didn't either. The rest of it was them legally, is that even a word? Changing lane. Legally. This one. It is a Tesla. Legally. Underworking, wait for it. I'm glad you remembered. And then we swap. But only for a little bit at the end. Like lag. When you do something laggily, you know, happily, that kind of thing. Laggily. It's not a word. That can't be a word. It ends there. At least for their involvement. Legally. Almost. Never mind. A lot of words I say aren't even real words anyway. That would be because they did it briefly, but not a lot. That makes sense. And then kick, maybe? In this specific scenario? Oh, and now look at that. We've hit the time. Too early. Yeah, it hasn't hit it yet. It's on the hour, but it doesn't mean... No, give it back another 30 seconds. You do need money, yes. When you buy these vehicles, they will be at the beginning of the truck dealer. In the same way you buy a truck, they'll be the first few vehicles you see. Usually half price or more, maybe only 10k for a Skoda or whatever. Okay, Star, I get it, okay. We are now officially overworking.